If I had a hammer, I'd hammer in the morning. I'd hammer in the noontime, all over this land. Thor: The Dark World is our second dedicated journey into the world and mythology of the Marvel comic superhero Thor. We rejoin mostly the same crew as Thor and the gang from Asgard once again team with some Earthlings to prevent a new super baddie from doing damage to the universe. Chris Hemsworth, Natalie Portman, Anthony Hopkins, Tom Hiddleston, and many more all reprise their roles, with Christopher Eccleston joining the cast as the evil Malekith the Accursed, who wants to take over some mystic element called the Ether and plunge the realms into darkness. Not that any of that really matters. What we really care about is, does it deliver on the big action, big scenes, and funny one-liners that made the first movie such a great watch? And the answer? A pretty easy yes. This is a fun movie. If there's one thing I've come to count on when seeing a new Marvel movie, it's that sense of humor. And these laughs are the best thing about this one. In fact, I'm pretty sure if somebody filmed me while I was watching this, I'd just have one big goofy grin on my face the entire time. And the laughs weren't just from jokes either. They're some funny plot devices that were quite clever as well. I should also mention that Tom Hiddleston is a big part of that as Loki, bringing much of the aforementioned humor to the screen. In fact, I just heard recently that they brought him in for a couple extra scenes after having shot, and he finished them, and you can see why. His wit and mischievous charm just lights up the screen. I also really enjoyed Zach Levi hopping in on this one to the swashbuckling Fandral character, a role he passed on in the first one due to his commitments to finishing Chuck. To be honest, I'm kind of in love with this entire cast, right down to the hilarious Chris O'Dowd, whose brief scenes courting Natalie Portman's Jane are some of the funniest in the film. The movie certainly isn't perfect, though. It falls into the same trap of plot convenience that so many of these intricately plotted superhero flicks do. There are coincidences here that stretch believability about as thin as I would if I went bungee jumping. Now, I don't want to give anything away, so I'll refrain from specifics, but just be prepared to go along for the ride when the unlikely continues to happen over and over and over again. The other issue I had, and we'll call it the worst thing, is with Loki's power of illusion. Now, it's a nifty trick when it's used once or maybe twice, but this movie seems to use it so much it strains my patience to ever believing anything I'm seeing is real. His power is the boy-crying wolf of superpowers. Use it too many times, and eventually I won't come running. Having said that, neither of these things is close to enough to keep me from enjoying this movie. More of just minor annoyances overall. Overall, Thor: The Dark World is another fast, fun flick from the geniuses in charge of the Marvel Universe. Even the occasional plot coincidences are easy to forgive when I'm having such a blast. I give it a B+. Thanks for checking out this Your Movie Friend review. If you'd like to see more, several ways you can do that. You can go to yourmoviefriend.com, where you can search by title for reviews, or follow the YMF Facebook page for other news and fun stuff I might find interesting. Also, I'd love for you to subscribe on YouTube so you can see the new reviews as soon as they're released. All you got to do is hit that big gray subscribe button in the middle of your screen.